A quick-fire first-half double was enough for Manchester United to end hard-working Watford's perfect start to the season. Close-range finishes from Romelu Lukaku and Chris Smalling earned Jose Mourinho's side a 2-1 success at Vicarage Road, as the Red Devils continued to try and keep pace with the sides at the top of the table. Andre Gray pulled one back for Watford in the second period, but Javi Grach's men were unable to match Liverpool and Chelsea's victories from earlier in the day as the number of sides with 100% records this season fell from 3 to 2. United were even able to withstand a late red card for Nemanja Matic following two bookable offences, with David De Gea making a fine late save from a Christian Cobasal header. Here are the talking points from the game. In the week he revealed that Didier Drogba, Thierry Henry and Nicolas Anelka, just the 7 Premier League golden boots between them, that lot, are offering him almost daily lessons in striking. Romelu Lukaku got another one-up on the opposition. The Belgian belly-buttoned in his 4th goal of the season to open the scoring at Vicarage Road, meaning that only compatriot Eden Hazard has outscored him this season. With Mo Salah and Harry Kane both having slow starts to the campaign by their high standards, Lukaku, whose 16 league goals last season was exactly half of Salah's total, looks on track to follow in the footsteps of his advisors. By finding the net in the 38th minute in Hertfordshire, Chris Smalling increased the number of his United seasons in which he's scored to 8 out of 9. That one failure was in 2012-13 when injury restricted him to just 15 league appearances, but his fine finish here showed that he adds a certain something to his side whenever he's selected. He might not be the perfect defender, and the hair certainly needs to go, but at a time when Mourinho seems to be sick of the sight of his centre-backs he might just be the most dependable one at both ends of the pitch. He might still be a player who decorates games rather than dominates them, but when Paul Pogba can produce moment like his first half pass to Alexis Sanchez, then that's just fine. The United number 6 controlled the ball and then pinged a remarkable pass with the outside of his right foot into the path of a Sanchez who didn't have to move, and frankly the Chilean should have done the decent thing and done more than win a corner from it. There are still several questions over the form of the World Cup winner, but this was a reminder of what he can produce. If Watford's start to the season has been surprising, it perhaps hasn't been as surprising as the fact that Abdoulaye Doucouré is still a Watford player. Without wishing to be unkind to the Hornets, you'd have thought that last season's stellar displays would have been enough to see the Frenchman leave for a club of higher stature, but he's still there and still driving his side on. Having joked that his childhood friend Pogba was always a show-off before the match, it is the fact that Doucouré so regularly shows off his skills which suggests that Watford are in for a fine season. After last month's 3-0 defeat to Tottenham at Old Trafford, United were plunged into the type of crisis Mourinho rarely comes out smiling from. Just 2 games later the pair are on the same number of points. They're still not wonderful to watch by any means, but the suggestion that United won't be up there challenging for the top 4 places this season always seemed to be a fanciful one, and suddenly they find themselves keeping pace with a side many consider to be a top 4 staple.